I am Karen Averett, and my dyslexia narrative began many years ago with a brother who struggled through school and became the class clown, but we knew he was also very smart, but not until one day in college. His sophomore year of college, he went to class and his professor looked at his notes and said, "Oh my word, let's take you over and test and see what's going on with you." He called to ask if I knew what my IQ was, and I said yes. And he said, "Well, mine's 138. And I said, "No, it is not." And he insisted that it was, and it is. And he was identified with dyslexia at that point. I had got him through school to that point, and so to finally have an answer was overwhelming for both of us.
My dyslexia narrative started approximately 33 years ago when I was hired to be a teacher at the Shelton School. And I didn't really know a lot about students with dyslexia, students with learning differences, but I learned everything I needed to know at Shelton. The type of instruction that the students needed at the Shelton School matched the type of aptitude that I had. I responded to multisensory, hands-on activities, and so it just immediately connected to those students and what they needed. Little did I know at that point that it would become personal for me later, because through my journey, I discovered that my dad has dyslexia. And so when that became apparent through becoming a certified academic language therapist, then it became more personal.
My name is Erin Miller, and my dyslexia narrative began when my son James was identified with dyslexia. From the beginning of 6th grade to the middle of 6th grade, his progress was in the 99th percentile. And that was huge for me to see what just one semester of intervention could do for a student.
My name is James. My dyslexia narrative began in 2nd grade and 3rd grade.
My name is Echo Livings. My dyslexia narrative began in kindergarten.
But as time went on, I found out that I wasn't getting what the other students were getting. And in the first grade, everybody raised their hand. And I saw that I wasn't raising my hand because I really didn't understand.
Whenever I would read, I'd say words and I'd be adding like R's or T's to it when there weren't any letters. But once I had dyslexia, it was kind of like, well, that's why I've been adding words to it, letters to words.
You know, when my students in class, when I started teaching, they would do the same thing. They'll be reading and they say, "Big word," and keep going. And I say, "Hold up. First of all, you're reading too fast." And I used to love to tell the student, "Slow down, because you're not comprehending if you're reading that fast."
I feel really good because I know I'm just an awful reader. Like when I was told to read out loud, I would get all shy and I couldn't do it. But because of the dyslexia program, they just kind of helped us with our suffixes.
She told me about syllable. And I said, "Wait a minute, what is a syllable?" She said, "Syllable make up words." I said, if you know how to pronounce the syllable, you can pronounce that word.
Some of the stuff that we say isn't right, like the candy, it's
Just bom, bom, bom. And that's what I did.
It's supposed to be said candy, like the I's supposed to make the I sound.
And I say, "Golly, how could I go through elementary school, junior high school, and not get this little simple stuff here?" I just was, I said, but I got it.
Thank you for taking care of these kids and helping to make their lives easier. And helping them be able to reach their maximum potential.
So I would say to teachers and really anybody that we never know what's going to be put on our plate. And so whether that be remote instruction or whether it be one child sitting at the table in front of us or a group of 5 to 6 students, we just have to put 100% into whatever situation we're in and make it work, because the student needs us and we need to be there for them to change their narrative.
My word of encouragement to educators today is you have just made it to the other side, and look at what you have accomplished along the way. How much have all of us learned about things that we never thought we could do before? Do therapy over the internet? Seriously? I mean, how we never dreamt we could move to this century and learning the way that we have, and still allow children that opportunity to have the gifts, to unlock all of the reading things they need to unlock to have the gift later in life to be able to read. So I just say yay to everybody who has made it through this, and to just keep on going, because what we have learned through this horrible time in our history will only take us to the next level in the future. So keep going.